National Club 7 Championships. This is Alex Goff. I am with longtime women's national team star, Phaedra Knight. Phaedra, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Alex. Thanks for having me today. It's a great day for rugby.
It really is a great day. Beautiful weather. We are watching Old Blue from New York against the Maryland Exiles. Old Blue, they're in blue. Just getting it started down the sidelines. And Maryland Exiles, kind of an interesting summer for them because they have merged with Potomac Athletic Club. They're just sort of feeling each other out a little bit. Some of the players new to each other. Meanwhile, Old Blue, long-time top club in the United States. And they have a history, Phaedra, of not really, coming into nationals, not really well thought of going into the tournament, and then they come out winning it or coming in the top 2 or 3.
Yes, they have a long-standing history of success here at this venue, and they've had an incredible season. Fortunate enough to play with the Old Blue women this summer, and have been, witnessed some of their majesty, and you see it now.
And there it is. Sorry about that, Phaedra. That is Michael Sinclair, who goes in for the first try. That was set up from some dancing work from Luke Hume. He gets it out to Nate Augsburger. Those are the two major playmakers for Old Blue. They get it out to Sinclair on the wing. First try, first blood for Old Blue.
Great try there. They just worked their way down patiently and capitalize on that opportunity.
Well, we're going to see an awful lot of work and space creation from Augsburger and Hume. Hume, of course, played an awful lot with the USA national team, had a little stint with Narbonne in France. He's back in New York. A little bit of an emotional guy, but that's a good emotion.
Yes.
Intensity, I guess, is the word that we have. Well taken in the air.
Beautiful.
Dropped down on the ground, though. A loose ball. Exiles trying to rescue, and all kinds of issues with that clearance kick. The ball is still in play.
That was great pressure, I think, from number 9, Luke Hume. Quite a speedster, fancy footwork kind of guy.
We end up with a 22 dropout. PJ Kamanian for the Exiles, looking to take it quickly. Cooler heads prevail here, and it'll be a 22 dropout for Maryland.
Old Blue being led by head coach Stephen Lewis, Dom Waring captaining the team, and as well as assistant coach. So he's playing 2 roles there. Maryland Exiles are being led by head coach Jason Towns.
Old Blue working both sidelines there. Looks like St. Clair tied up in the tackle. There's Hume picking it up, sending it out again. Out to Bird. And that's Lipscomb. Played a little football. Very difficult to bring down. You can see how he just keeps his feet so well. The offload not quite to hand, though, and Maryland perhaps finally getting something going. That's Whalen, the Gonzaga High School product, transferred to University of Maryland for this fall, so we'll be seeing him an awful lot for the Terps. And a penalty against Old Blue, I think, for not wrapping in the tackle. It's a penalty nonetheless, and Exiles trying to still, Phaedra, get out of their own half. They haven't gotten to the side, sorry, they haven't gotten to the 50 yet.
No, it's tremendous pressure. Patience, though, it's Old Blue is exhibiting here. Nice little tackle there by Dom Waring. But great offloads in the tackle by the Exiles.
And there's Whalen again. Kamanian active, but not expecting the pass. A little bit of frustration there for Tyler Blasser. And dropped it. That'll be a scrum down to Old Blue. We saw a game just before, a very exciting game between New Orleans and the Schuylkill River Exiles, another set of Exiles. New Orleans winning that with a late try. A lot of drama already early here at Starfire Sports Complex in Tukwila, Washington, which is right next to SeaTac Airport if you're scoring at home, and just south of Seattle. Beautiful weather. We've had beautiful weather all summer long here in the Northwest. And it's about 70s, dry, a little bit of a breeze. Phaedra, compared to compared to New York City? How's the weather been?
Well, you know, New York has been really nice this summer. Haven't been overly hot, so it's
So
very
you're not
comparable.
jealous.
Very
You're not
comparable.
jealous.
Well,
Okay.
I am when it comes to, you know, November, December, right? The winters can be brutal. So looking forward to coming back out here. It's been a wonderful time here in the Seattle area.
Excellent. Tanifum and McKinnon do a give and go for the Exiles. Can't quite get that last pass out to David Sneed. Goes to ground again, and I think already we're seeing the Exiles, this is their game. They're moving the ball. They're trying to keep that ball alive and perhaps not get tied up in contact, but we've seen a few knock-ons, and you can't afford knock-ons if you're moving the ball that much.
No, you can't. So taking care of the ball, maintaining that possession, particularly in sevens, you know, and just keeping the communication up. Those are key components. And as you can see, a transition ball can create
Well, we had a
situation like this right
We had
now.
a drop for one, and then a drop from the other side. Referee plays advantage. That's done very well. Lipscomb is the guy who gets the advantage, takes it, enough space. He's a big unit. A little bit of pace, but a lot of size as well, and that's a try for Old Blue.
Spoke to him a couple weeks ago, and he was mentioning how he's put on a few pounds. A little harder to get down the field, but very effective nonetheless still.
Was that it was putting on pounds on purpose? Or
Purposely
he's
put on a few
out of hand?
pounds since last year.
Right, he's very strong, very powerful in the tackle. We saw in the early attack from Old Blue that they needed 2 or 3 people to get him down to the ground. In this case, he really wasn't touched at all. Bird's kick drifts away to the right. 10-0 Old Blue over the Maryland Exiles. Old Blue in blue here at the National Club Sevens Championships. This is the first game for both teams here in pool play.
This critical part of the game restarts. Teams are most vulnerable to be scored against and obviously to score.
Tapped down by Old Blue. Whalen gets it for Maryland. He gets the offload. And now the Exiles are off and running. That's Tanifum, another University of Maryland product, dropped and knocked forward.
Great pressure there put on, or passive pressure by Old Blue.
And that'll be halftime there. Club Sevens National Championships. Maryland Exiles kicking off to Old Blue. Old Blue leads 10-0, and Phaedra 10-0. That's really not much of a lead.
Not much at all. That's something that can be, that barrier can be, or that gap can be closed in a matter of 2 minutes. So Old Blue is by no means out of the woods yet.
There's Augsburger, USA player, University of Minnesota product. And a big wide pass that goes flying all over the place. There really isn't much of a wind, but the wind caught that one, and that'll be a forward pass. Scrum down to the Exiles, and right now the Exiles are looking to try and do what Old Blue did in the first half, which is use their defensive pressure to at least camp out in the opposing half.
Well, what Old Blue has in their disadvantage right now is the sun in their eyes, and so off of the kickoff they seem to be okay, but that may play a role if the Exiles decide to do a little kicking.
There's been a Toshi Palamo sighting, and he's there at first receiver for the Exiles. Used to play up here in the Northwest, part of the great Palamo rugby family. He gets something going here.
Nice tackle.
And that's number 3, Owen Lentz, former Eagle, played hooker for the USA national team in the 2007 World Cup.
Exiles did a great job to keep that ball alive, not going in the touch.
Penalty, Kamanian takes a tap. Lentz, Palamo. Oh, he just sort of stands there, challenges somebody to come get him, and Sinclair did come get him, took him right down. Not releasing the tackle player, though. Lentz taps it quickly. And a knock forward from Old Blue, loose ball, and the Exiles take advantage, and really just keeping that pressure, just keeping that little go forward. Wasn't flashy, but they kept going.
Yeah, just keeping it going. Again, it's all about when you're well matched. You know, both teams are pretty well matched. It's all about opportunities and taking advantage of those opportunities, and Maryland Exiles did an incredible job there of picking up that loose ball and putting it down.
Kamanian good with the conversion, and it is Was he good with the conversion? I thought he was good with the conversion, but we got 10-5, so we'll stay at 10-5. Maybe he took it a little lackadaisically. And the Exiles will restart. Old Blue now just a try ahead. And as we said, they can't sit on this.
Yep, nice contestable kick, but Old Blue wisely just batted it down.
Beautifully won by Old Blue. Augsburger gets them started.
Great support there.
That was Marcus Henderson with a run. Back out Augsburger again. Lots of calling for the ball out wide. There's Hume.
Yep.
And Hume is going to take more than one person to bring him down. He is brought down to the ground. He offloads. And Lipscomb is right there on his hips, smartly in support. And that'll be the try for Old Blue. That'll make it 15-5.
It was a beautiful setup there by Luke Hume. Just a little inside-outside step, draw the defense, pulled in two defenders, and set up a beautiful 2-on-1s for Lipscomb to finish. Excellent.
Well, they were calling for it out there on the right wing after Marcus Henderson made a nice little run on the left side and sucked in the defense. Exiles, well, they got something going. We did get credit for that conversion. Did actually go over. So now 15-7 with the kick to come for Old Blue. And not quite there.
15-7 New York.
Well, we're here at Starfire Sports Complex just south of Seattle. We're playing on artificial turf. And Phaedra, what do you think of this surface?
I'm going to be honest. I'm not a big fan of artificial turf. It tends to leave me with strawberries at the end of the weekend. But it's a fast surface to play on. And so, hey, you take what you get, right?
Well, that's true, you do. And there's an offload intercepted by the Exiles. They've got numbers. Doesn't seem to be wanting to use them. Perhaps waited far too long, in fact. Lipscomb takes the ball back and forth. Dogs and cats living together. Mayhem. And a tackle against Old Blue, penalty against the Exiles, quickly taken by Hume.
Nice.
Just that decision-making by the Exiles, waiting a little bit too long. Augsburger looking to free up somebody. He has freed up somebody. It is Dan Fried-Pastor, and he goes into the corner, gallops in for the try. Old Blue up now 20-7. Very nice work from Nate Augsburger. Phaedra it was really a 2-on-2, and he got the attention of both defenders from the Exiles and then sent it out to Fried-Pastor for the try.
Well, Nate Augsburger showing his experience as a Cap 7s Eagle. He's clearly a leader and a playmaker, as you can see demonstrated in that last play. We have a substitution coming in. Mr. Finlay.
Morgan Finlay, yes. Well, Morgan Finlay is was a fullback for Lindenwood University and has led them through up to and including a national final and in D1 AA and then into the D1A level as well. And Finlay is he's a talent. He's got an awful lot of upside. And playing sevens in New York, I think, has been an interesting experience for him.
That defense, number 8 for Maryland, up really quickly. Jason Towns. Dangerous gamble there. Threat of an outside runner. Oh, beautiful, beautiful run there.
And beautifully offloaded, and there with the neon boots. Augsburger in support, not a problem at all. Takes his time to touch it down. And an easy try, and that came off a turnover. And I think the story of the game there, Phaedra, Maryland Exiles turning the ball over a great deal, and almost every try against them is from a turnover.
Yep, and that's, again, it's capitalization on those turnovers that contend to win games at this level. You've got to minimize your errors.
And the clock is ticking down. That's going to do it. The kick is good. 27-7. Old Blue in the end dominating, and dominating perhaps not as much as they needed to, because Maryland could have been a lot closer, it seems, but